Wait. Love is love. Welcome back to my channel. And I am back with the review for JuJu Web Series Season 1, Episode 2, Controlla. Controlla. The episode is called Controlla, and I think that's so cool. I like how they doing like songs as the titles of the episodes. This show is so New York and so witchy and so poppin', and I just love it. I know y'all probably tired of me saying how much I love it, but I just love it. And when you watch this show, you're gonna love it too. You comment below if you watch this show. This show is amazing. So we're gonna get into the second episode. So it picks up where it left off, which I love, because a lot of shows don't pick up right where it left off. You kind of be wondering like, what happened last episode? But remember, the last episode in episode one time for the birthday witch, it stopped in the bedroom where the elder was like, and you three are witches. And it kind of cut off. And I was just like, oh, hey, all right. All right, so it begins with Allie, and she is on her way to work. And her and the three girls are walking down the street. They in Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to everybody in New York. All right, we some wonderful, special people. So they're walking down the street, and they're like, "Yo, what do you think about what happened last night? Like, do you think that's for real?" Like, and then the girls are kind of like, and Allie's really hesitant. She's like, "No." What do you mean? Like, I don't believe that. And they're like, well, your grandmother used to practice. What's that girl's name? The girl who had the chickens. Dang, the funny girl. She's a rapper. What's her name? Azalea Banks. It's not Iggy Azalea. Nah, it ain't Iggy. Azalea Banks. Remember what she did with them chickens? Shout out to Azalea. So they was like, your grandmother used to practice, and the other girls was like, man, I remember seeing like voodoo dolls growing up in the house when I was young. She's like, that doesn't mean anything. Whatever. I'm gonna be late for work. Let me go to work. So she kind of brushes it off. Now, I just want to say I love how, and I hope they continue this, how this episode, they develop Allie's character. So this episode was all about Allie, and I think Allie's so beautiful. She's such a great actress, so shout out to you. And so Allie gets to work, and one of her coworkers kind of get her attention, like, girl, did you hear what happened? So and so spot is open. And she's like, what? Okay, anyway. And then she proceeds to tell her like what happened. I guess like somebody slept with somebody's wife, and now the boss has like an extra position open. So she's like, oh, whatever, I don't think I'm gonna get it. So the friend is like, why are you always downplaying yourself before you even got a chance to go up for it? So the friend is really, really encouraging. I thought that was a cute little moment. So they go and talk, they go and kiki. Now here's where it gets really, really, really interesting. So while Allie's talking to the friend, the boss comes up, and he's like, take notes. I need you to take notes right now. You know how these people are, like how these big bosses be. They want you to do what they say when they say do it, because they're giving you a check. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? So she kind of gets a napkin and a pen and starts writing down as he's talking. Now, as he's talking, as he's talking, you can tell that the energy kinds to like change. She's starting to tune out a little bit, and she says in her mind, man, I wish you would choke. Why that man started choking? I laughed so hard when she made that man joke. That was so funny. And he's like, oh my god, call 911. So she ain't calling no 911. She got on her phone, and then she says to herself, stop choking. And he stops, and she's like, I'm so sorry, because she knows that she made that happen, but he doesn't know that. And he's like, you don't have anything to be sorry for. She's like, look, I'm just not feeling good. Can I go home? Can I go home, please? Can I just work from home? I'm not really feeling good. He's like, yeah, whatever. Just keep your phone by you, whatever. And but before that, he asks her, can you fill in so-and-so spot? She's like, I will be honored. He's like, just until I get a replacement. Like, I'm not going to hire your black ass. That's what it felt like. That's the energy that he was giving. And I know she was over it. So she goes home. But before she goes home, she stops at this coffee shop. Now, the guy who's given her the coffee, the same lady, the same like white lady that was in the first episode that kissed Chris and made him go into that trance. She came into the coffee shop, and she put the cashier under a trance and slid him some sort of liquid or something. Because she kind of had the energy that she knew that Allie was going to come in there and get coffee. So he put something in the coffee. So Allie takes her coffee back and, goes back to sit and everything like that. And so she's sitting there and she's just looking around. You know how it is when you're in a public place. You kind of just like to feel the energy, just look around at everybody like, So Allie's just looking around and she starts to flex her powers, honey. She says this girl is typing away on the keyboard. Do-do-do-do-do. Type, 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 type. Allie says, stop typing. The girl stopped typing. I'm like, go Allie, go Allie. She's like, nah, I didn't make that happen. Because she's still not believing how powerful she is. So then she looks over and this man is reading a book. And, excuse me, I'm outside, it's a train. And she goes, turn the page. And he turns the page. She goes, nah, that's a coincidence. So she's just really, really in there. We're gonna wait till this train pass. She's just really, really in there just tripping. Like, am I really doing this? And then the elder shows up. So when the elder shows up, she's like, you again? What are you doing here? She's like, I'm sorry, this train is really really loud. It's gonna pass soon. Y'all can rock with me until then. I'm sure y'all can hear me. I'm loud. I'm a New Yorker. I talk over trains, buses, ambulances, all of that. Like, I relocated, so not so much no more. But still, once you're born and raised in New York, it always stays with you. So y'all can hear me. But anyway, so the elder comes into the coffee shop. She's like, what are you doing here? Like, are you following me? Like, what's good? Like, she's like, nah, I'm here. I'm sent here on a mission to show you your full potential, to help you come into your destiny. And she doesn't really believe it. She's like, whatever. But I noticed that she don't drink that coffee. So Allie gets up and leaves and she goes home. And when she gets home, she pulls out a box and she pulls out a picture of what I assume is her grandmother, some things that probably belong to her grandmother. And at that moment, I really felt that because I love and miss my grandmother. My grandmother taught me so much. And I have bits and pieces of her, and I know she lives through me. So just to see that was just really great. I have a lot of the cards my grandmother gave me. I saved them. A lot of the notes that she wrote me. So when she pulls out a stone, a scarf, some beads, and a note. And the note, it starts writing a message by itself. She goes, what the fuck? And she jumps, and she's just like, ugh. Like, it startles her because when you don't know how powerful you are, when you don't really know who you are yet, and these things start happening to you, it catches you like by surprise. You like, oh wow, like what is happening to me? But and that was the end of the episode. The episode was about 15 minutes. I just love this web series. I think they on to something really, really big. Like, I could see them on Netflix. I could see them on Hulu. I could see them taking this like really, really far. And I wish them so much success and love and light. And I'm going to keep on watching and keep reviewing. And I want to say thank you for creating this. Shout out to Moon Ferguson. I would love to meet y'all and kick it with y'all. Like I would love that. So if y'all watching this video, which I'm sure y'all are, I just want to say thank you. And I'll catch y'all in the next review. Check out JuJu The Web Series. It is a web series about black witches created by beautiful black women. And I'm here for it, bitch. Okay? And you should be too. Bye.